Okay, this is the day to start digging up the potatoes. Here's these two beds. We'll start with these two. And this one as well over here. This is the oldest one. We'll see what we get from there. But yeah, looks like this is some squash that took over. I actually don't even remember planting this. So I don't actually see any squash here, so I'm not too upset about disturbing it. I do see a lot of blooms, but nothing actually growing now. But yeah. These potato beds, you can see how they're dying back, and how the actual potato plant is yellowing and dying back. And so that's just telling us that they are ready. If we wanted them to be stored longer and to be the hardier skin, then we would let them sit for a few more weeks, but I don't really care about that. Hopefully to eat these as soon as we can, roast them up, and also hopefully donate some to a local food pantry, especially with the recent news. You know, these food pantries near you are definitely going to need support. Social safety nets from our federal level are crumbling, so time for mutual aid and community to step in, right? Okay, phase one is done, getting most of the weeds out. I just want to show you how when your potatoes are ready, you'll be pulling the plants out of the ground, and some of the potatoes will already come up. So these are some on the surface level, but there's going to be some that are much deeper than you expect. I had to dig like 18 inches last year for some of them, I guess, depending on how soft your soil is. But I also want to show you that when you're pulling out the plants, you're going to see some that are still on the plant. That's okay. All right, we can't let them all grow, but as you can see, the plant was still growing. All right, here's a potato plant. Here's a russet. Here's a red. But yeah, you can see the little babies on there. But as I pulled up those plants, I don't know if you can see in the time lapse, they're actually pulling up these surface level ones. You can see some really great ones. Huge one over there and over here as well. You see these great looking potatoes. All right, time to start digging them up. Okay, so here's the bucket. It's about 3/4 full, and that's just literally from one. Let me show you. It's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 feet long. Yeah, probably. If I were to lay down, probably 6 feet long, 7 feet long. Yeah. This is what? Not as many as I expected. It's like, probably 15 pounds of potatoes right there, just from one little row. And I'm trying to clear it out as best as possible because I'm having some peppers come in. And I was throwing a few out because I left a few last time, and they just came back. So now I got potatoes growing in all my beds, and I don't know how old they are. So trying to clear them all out, even the small ones, just throwing them out. All right, now on to the next row. See how many we get. Okay, there are two Two sides done. This one wasn't as many, but these also grew deeper. I was finding them deeper, and I was finding them wider than the red. So here's a comparison. Definitely more than the other, but a lot of good potatoes in there. Roast those up. Oh, okay. Start on this bed now. I don't know if I have the energy for that. Might have to be another day. But yeah, this is one bed. One small bed, like 4 feet, 3.5 feet by 7 feet, 3.5 by 6.5 feet. Let's just estimate there. And good amount of potatoes. These are going to be real crowd pleasers. If I can donate a good amount to the local pantries and food shelters. Whew. Okay, final product. I got a third of a bucket there, 3/4 of a bucket there. We did this bed here, all cleared out, ready to put in some peppers. And then far bed over there, you can kind of see it. There were a few in there from, I guess, 2 years ago. Here's the pollinator garden looking pretty solid. But yeah, final product. Cleared out one bed, or 1.5 I should say. I don't want to embellish it. But yeah, it was cleaned up and roasted up. Fun stuff.